Hey guys, what is up, and I welcome each and every one of you to a new League of Legends video. So it seems like a new champion roadmap is finally out, and I personally love these things because they give us a bunch of new information about like new champions and reworks and all that stuff coming out. They tease us with, you know, even like I guess newer champions that are like a little bit further down the road, and just a lot of really juicy information to see what's coming to League of Legends, and it kind of gets the hype up, you know, gets you like excited for what's to come, and you know, there's something to look forward to, which is always a good thing. So as per usual, guys, let's just go ahead and get into this, read it together. I'll give you guys my thoughts. I know some information about some of this, but some of it I don't know at all, actually. So yeah, let's not waste any more time. Let's just jump right into it and let's see what Riot is saying. So they're talking about how there's the final, we're back with the final roadmap of the year. No, not like this. I want more. This season, the Champions team has been focusing slightly more on VGUs, as we've seen. You know, there's 2 reworks in a row actually, and slightly less on new champions. They do have a few new champions in development, including a rather colorful mage. That's interesting, a colorful mage that won't stay hidden for too much longer, but it's a bit far away to get into specific details. Yeah, a colorful mage. So they're releasing a new mage, which is going to be super exciting. I mean, as a mid lane player, obviously, I'm very excited for that. So that's pretty cool stuff. But let's get into the first thing, which I'm assuming is the next thing that they're going to release, is going to be the Nunu rework, I believe. So let's see what they have to say. So with Nunu and Willem just around the corner, which, okay, I mean, that implies the Nunu rework is probably next, we can go into a little bit more detail on what's planned for the dynamic duo. As stated last time, our goal is to bring Nunu and Willem's kit up to modern standards, because let's be honest here, Nunu's kit at the very moment, whew, that is some outdated stuff, man. You literally run around throwing a snowball, and that's all you do. Pretty bad. We tried out tons of iteration for their kits, and in the end, it felt right to keep their ultimate intact. Absolute Zero is a high impact ability that many players know and love, but current Nunu can struggle landing in. We're looking to give them more agency to set up plays around their ult by utilizing the rest of their kits. We also wanted to keep Consume because it is a very iconic ability and gives them their unique kind of niche as objective control junglers. The rest of the kit will have significant changes in order to give Nunu and Willem more ways to set up creative and hilarious plays that will keep the two telling stories and laughing in late into the night. So I have played an iteration of Nunu back when I visited Riot like several months ago. It was a while ago, so I wouldn't be surprised if the Nunu they have currently, you know, ready to more or less release is either completely different or at least, you know, fairly different than what I've played. Now, the Nunu that I did play, I mean, it was definitely ways to set up creative and hilarious plays. It was interesting. It was interesting. It's one of those things where it will put a smile on your face just seeing it happen, and you know what they can do and all that stuff. It will definitely put a smile on your face, and it's really interesting, I guess, to say the least, without, you know, trying to reveal too much, assuming it's even the Nunu and Willem I even played when I visited Riot. So definitely something to look forward to, guys. It's gonna be you guys are gonna like it. You guys are gonna like it a lot for sure. It's gonna be it's very different, which is cool. So next thing we'll talk about here is going to be Ezreal, apparently. So bringing Ezreal out of the museum. Ezreal is an extremely popular champion, and his gameplay has held up well over the years. We didn't need a map to know that dramatically changing his abilities would be a disservice to one of League's most iconic marksmen. That said, we also know that Ezreal players aren't in love with this current W, Essence Flux, so we will be updating that ability to be more in line with his team of an ace spellslinger lining up shots and knocking him down. Ezreal's fantasy of a young, sharp-shooting adventurer is pretty appealing, but once you get him in-game, his model animations and VO, which is voiceover, don't really live up to the promise. We'll be rebuilding Ezreal's audios, visuals from the ground up to really deliver on that fantasy. So essentially what they're doing to Ezreal, and I actually did play this the new Ezreal W. I was wondering when they're going to release it or even talk about it. Also a very long time ago. I honestly don't even remember what it does anymore because it was just a single ability. I tried it, like I picked Ezreal at Riot's, like, you know, studios. I tried the new W like literally for like 1 minute, and I went to the next champion because there was other things I wanted to try, obviously. So I don't really remember a whole lot personally. Now, they're going to be essentially doing like a rework on Ezreal, not a full VGU like they did for, you know, a KAYLE, for instance, or Aatrox. But it is going to be like about 70% of that, if you will, because he's getting a completely new animation, models, VO, completely new W, though I'm assuming the other abilities will more or less remain the same. Now, this is honestly a really good change because his current W, Essence Flux, let's be completely honest here, when you play Ezreal, it's garbage. It's just so useless. It doesn't feel like it really does anything. You just fire it out. Okay, the only use his W has is to stack up his Tear of the Goddess, and even then you still want to use this Q or E or something like that over it. So it's an awful ability. It's garbage. It doesn't do anything unless you play AP Ezreal, which no one really does. Very, very little people play AP Ezreal, so that's going to be a really interesting rework. Really nice kind of visual here for Ezreal, which looks really, really cool. I'm not really sure how this... I'm guessing he wears like some kind of Thanos-looking gauntlet out or something like that. I don't really know for sure, but it looks cool. So, I mean, I'm pretty hyped about the Ezreal changes. That's for sure. That's going to be a lot of fun, so... Hope you guys are excited for that as well. Man, you guys will love this. So honestly, it really is interesting. Now this is gonna be a big one, a massive announcement. Family transcends all bindings. They're finally talking about the KAYLE and the Morgana reworks. So finally, let's talk about another iconic duo, League of Legends duo, right? The sisters. Time has been a pretty kind judge to Morgana, though not so kind to her sister KAYLE. I mean, Morgana is played. That's just because her binding is just so good. I mean, it's still a little bit outdated, to be honest. But for both of the winged sisters, will be evolving their art with a new theme that binds their narratives together and gives them a stronger place in the League universe. As for their gameplay, Morgana's has held up well over the years, so if we do change anything, it'll likely be adjustments to her passive or W in order to better match her new theme. KAYLE, on the other hand, will be receiving bigger changes to her kits. We want to preserve KAYLE's identity as a champion who starts as a melee ranged hybrid champion, and as the game goes on, ascends to become a ranged powerhouse, raining down holy judgment on any she deems unworthy. Not only do we want to preserve this, but we want to embrace it so that it's reflected in more than just her stats, radiating through her entire theme as well. The sisters are still a ways off, so look more info on them in the development, blah, blah, blah. And the next roadmap scheduled for early next year. So apparently the sisters aren't even coming out this year. Apparently they'll be coming out early next year, somewhere around there. So that's pretty exciting. So for this one, I did try the KAYLE. It was sick. It was definitely sick. It does have this kind of, that they say... So they said something about how she evolves or something like that. Blah, blah, blah. Range powerhouse, range judgment, and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, here. And then as the game goes on, it tends to become a range powerhouse. You know, like she kind of ascends. She like becomes like a new champion, almost something like that, which is pretty cool. So radiating through her entire theme as well. So she is gonna have that really cool kind of like, you know, theme, I guess, that as the game progresses, you know, she becomes cooler or something like that, which is going to be a lot of fun. This was a lot of fun. This was the KAYLE rework was a lot of fun to play. I really, really enjoyed it. Obviously, it was still really early as well. I mean, considering it's not even coming out until probably early next year, it was a lot of fun. So now KAYLE as a champion in general is not only extremely niche, but honestly very, very boring and mundane and just simple, right? Simple champion, very simple champion, which is not good. That's not what we want. So this is going to be a really nice change. Not really sure what they're doing to Morgana. I didn't see anything about Morgana, so I mean, they said they're going to be changing her W and or her passive, which is good. Her passive is just awful. I mean, it's just a super boring, lame passive. Her W is just... I mean, you can make the W something similar, but also more interesting, I think. So that'll be, you know, pretty exciting to see what they do. But KAYLE, you guys are going to... Oh my goodness, you guys are going to love KAYLE, 100%. 100% you guys will just adore what they have done to KAYLE, or at least assuming it's even relatively similar to what I have seen, which was a long time ago. So that's pretty cool stuff as well. So yeah, that's something to definitely look forward to. And then one little final kind of tidbit, a little bit of a teaser. So we'll be leaving you with one last bit of info on new champions. Besides the colorful new mage in hiding, which they talked about here, which is interesting. Looks like some kind of, I mean, these are roses, I think, right? Or something like that, which I don't know what that means. I have no idea what this champion is. I have absolutely no idea, so I'm pretty excited. We have another new champion locked away with no release date. So you can see Change, the champion, is standing here. If you look really closely, actually, it looks like they maybe, he or she, I mean, maybe a she, is wearing heels, because it looks like, see, the foot, it's like a heel. It's like slanted downwards, you know, and then this looks like it's maybe the actual heel itself right here or something. Maybe not, actually. I don't know. Maybe I'm just overseeing it. I really don't know. Maybe I could be just completely wrong. I have no idea what this champion is. I haven't seen anything about this champion either. No idea what this teaser is for. No idea what this champion is or could be. What role, what type of playstyle. I know absolutely nothing about this champion as well. But I mean, it looks exciting. It looks damn cool. So that's about it for the champion roadmap, boys and girls. The thing I'm really excited about is this new mage, because I also don't know anything about this new mage at all. I didn't even know there was a mage coming, so I'm really excited about this to see what they exactly can do to this. Because like, I mean, I personally love having obviously mages in the mid lane, because that's the champions that I love to play. And I mean, last time they teased Zoe. Zoe had similar kind of teasers instead of like flowers. It was colorful bubbles, and Zoe came out and, you know, it's a love-hater relationship with that champion for sure, right? Some people love her, some people hate her. I mean, she is fun to play, absolute just pain to face. So I don't know what they'll do with this champion. I mean, I'm hoping for something like an invoker from Dota. I don't know if you guys know what an invoker is, but essentially an invoker from Dota is someone that you have like your QWER, and then the way, in the different ways you can bind them. So you have like three like things flying around you, and then the way you combine the abilities, and there's like like over like 20 at least combinations, you create a different ability just based on like the elements, because like one will be fire, one will be wind, one will be earth, one will be, you know, air or whatever, and you can combine them in different ways and makes different abilities. It was so cool. So you can do like 3 fires and made like a meteor, for instance, right? Or if this mage can be something like that, that would be insane. Now, there's a little symbol you can see behind the flowers. I have no idea what that means. We need someone that's, you know, an expertise in a war to kind of give us a better idea as to what that means. But yeah, so we have that coming up. We have the new rework coming up, guys, which, I mean, I'm assuming is the next thing coming out. Maybe this will be next. I don't know. But this is, you're going to love this for sure. 100% EZREAL. A lot of really cool stuff there. We have the KAYLE MORGANA reworks finally announced. And of course, we also have another new champion that's going to be way farther down the road, probably next year. That's also going to be pretty cool. But either way, guys, if you enjoyed this video, definitely hit that like button. Hope you're excited for this as well, because this is going to be some pretty cool stuff coming out. I think you guys will absolutely love all of this stuff coming out. I mean, hopefully we'll love the new champions as well, because I have nothing, again, I don't know anything about them. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, again, hit that like button, share with your friends, subscribe if you haven't, check out my other videos as well, and I will see you guys for the next one as well. So thank you for watching, boys and girls. Have a great day. Peace.